man. I am so thankful for the support, Just Blaze. I see you,
Just
internet.
Blaze.
I see you. Yo, Red, you've been really gracious with your time, man.
Yes, man, of course.
We've gone over. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really appreciate this.
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not often that we have you in the studio and you just being so real with us right now.
Yes,
being
yes.
so real with us.
Yes.
So let's try to package this up as nicely as possible. B.
Okay.
One of the questions I've always wanted to ask you, man, is you're one of the few East Coast rappers that really had an opportunity to work with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You featured on a Tupac album.
Right.
Have you ever built with Biggie? Did you build with Biggie?
I love Biggie, man. Yeah. Yes, I did build with Biggie, man. And Branson was a big big asset as far as the hip hop game, man, because his spot was like the community spot to meet for rappers, man. And me and Biggie used to be up at Branson's. We used to kick it. You know, we used to get it down, man. We used to smoke one. It used to be bottles everywhere. I mean, it was crazy, man. And, you know, and then, you know, he was with Faith, and, you know, and Faith's daughter is, you know, my goddaughter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I'm like big uncle to her. So, you know, big up to China. You know, that's my niece right there. So, you know, I used to see him at Faith crib, and you know, I'll go see Faith with my sister, you know, because my sister and Faith grew up together. Okay. And went to the same school or whatever. So I knew Faith before she got in the game or whatever. Wow. At 16. She's from Jersey. She's right in Brick City, right down the hill. So I knew Faith when she was still in high school or whatever, and then she grew and whatever. And I've seen Big down there a couple times. So we had kind of like, you know, MC kind of relationship, like what's good, my dude. But then again, we knew we had a slight family joint too. So when I see him, it was nothing but respect. Right. Respect. And my last recall seeing him, like, was that night, you know, he got shot.
Oh, wow. He was out there?
Yes, I was out there. I talked to him maybe like 2 hours before it happened. We was in back of the club, maybe the club where he left from, and we was all talking in the parking lot. Me, Keith Murray, Meth, and I was playing Muddy Waters. I was playing him some of my Muddy Waters album before it came out, and he was digging it. And then he, I guess like maybe like 45 minutes before he got murdered or something like that. It was right before he got murdered. He left me a message, called me while he was out. Yo, Doc, yo, Ray, he was calling me, yo, we got to do a song together. When I get back to the East Coast, I'm going to get back there. Yo, we're going to do something. I like your shit that you was playing or whatever. Kept it real on the answer machine. Then the next thing I heard, you know, blow. And I'm like, damn. So, you know, it was a lot of people out there that felt that experience, man, that was like right there. Like I was there. Keith Murray was there. Meth was out there. And, you know, we all talked to Big, like, within that hour, 2 hours range, you know. And within that range, even Keith Murray said it, even, you know, a couple of people know, he was just reaching out to everybody. Yo, when I get back, I'm going to do this. If we going to do this, we just going to do that. And everybody was just loving Big that night. He just had it. He was in the parking lot by himself. We was sitting in the back by ourselves. It wasn't no security or whatever. We was just, you know, it was beautiful, man.
Now, I can't even imagine the magic that would have been a Red and Big record, man. I can't even imagine.
Oh, man.
The stupidity that would have been on that fucking record, B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? Good looking, let me on that album, you know, the Biggie album with me and Meth on it, this joint we did, man. I still got a part to do something with Big, but I wish we could have did it live, yes.
Of course. Yeah. Now, one thing I never, like, what's this beef is going on? You know what I'm saying? And what's your position in this? Like, how do you feel about all of this shit going on? Because up until that point, we had never really seen some shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's a civil war, and you know what I'm saying? It got real.
It got ugly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just well, being in that phase, like I ain't had nothing to do with it. That was like a whole, you know. But it was like you know, just being from the East Coast at that time, and you know, we used to go out there, and after a while the beef started getting thick, real thick, till, you know, like rappers like me, like I was getting calls from, I ain't know who it was just niggas like, yo, we gonna kill y'all niggas when y'all come out there. Yo, word up, we got your number, Redman, word up, we see you back out here, nigga, you done, nigga. I used to be like, what?
You?
Was that? Yeah, it got bad for everybody.
Right.
it wasn't me. It was niggas was getting calls. Like, I got a call. Like, it was just random. I ain't had no beef out there. I was good. It was just motherfuckers wanting to be an asshole, I guess, but motherfuckers say,
unfunny prank calls.
Yeah, it was just like, but it was just the beef was that heavy till it was targeted to all East Coast niggas. It wasn't just Big, because, they knew we rolled for Big. You know what I'm talking about? So it got real ugly. Even I got calls and shit. I was like, I ain't even got nothing to do with it, and I'm getting calls, so it must be real ugly. And it was. I mean, I still did what I did, though. I still went to the West Coast. I ride with God. I don't care about all that shit, man. I still went to the West Coast. It was still love out there. They G's out there. It was still love. But far as Big and what in the Tupac situation, that was the most ugliest shit I seen. Really, won't let it get out of hand like that. And I swear, Big didn't have nothing to do with that shit, man. He loved West Coast. He loved music. He loved himself. I mean, and he represented, man.
And it seemed like he loved Pac, like my nigga.
He loved Pac, man. He loved Pac to me, and I don't even know the story. Just knowing Big from himself, just being around Big, I know he had nothing but love, man. He just was in something that he couldn't handle. It wasn't even his fault, I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about talent that. Yeah, exactly. Now, I'd never hear about you having any beef. You ever had any rap beef with any of these rappers?
Nah, man. Only beef we said we had was with Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? And
what was that?
That was just back in the day beef about something about saying about something I said on an album or whatever.
Rappers know better.
Yeah, but my crew was thick as hell. I knew Mobb Deep crew was thick as hell too. My crew was thick as hell. We ain't play no games and shit. And we definitely ran into Mobb Deep a couple of times and shit. Ain't nothing break out though. But
a couple of stairs, a little bit.
Yeah, a couple of stairs. But we big up to DJ Twins, because DJ Twins is some when I rolled with them, when we was rolling around, we was barking on shit. Them niggas was wild coyotes, and they had me being wild coyotes with them, because I was already a nigga that ain't give a fuck, but I smoke. But them niggas ain't smoked that much. They was just wilding, and we was just wilding, man. But after a while, man, we seen each other, man. It was like, come on. Ain't nothing. I like Mobb Deep too, man.
Right.
It wasn't nothing, man. And so, it just eased out, and I'm glad it ain't eased out, But I also, when I started too, I had a beef with Hammer and shit.
With Hammer?
Yeah, man.
How you got a beef with Hammer, man?
From me talking about his grandmother on my first album.
Okay.
Hammer don't play. He don't fucking play. These is beef you don't hear about, because it be real and shit. My beefs be real. You can ask any nigga in my hood. You can ask Young Z, any nigga from my hood. When beef come with a nigga saying something, I go get my gun and I handle it. And it be shit you don't hear about. Right. Any nigga vouch for me. Motherfucking J.O. Felony, me and him got into something with some niggas out there, and me and him had to ride together on some real shit on the West Coast, but you don't hear about it. But Def Jam niggas and a couple of people know that was there. They seen how we ride and seen how we held our shit down. My shit you don't hear about, because it be real and shit. But Hammer, in '92 when I dropped that album, they was like, "Who's this motherfucker?"
What exactly did you say about?
I was talking on the Uncle Quilly skit. Oh, Hammer, he talking about, oh goddamn Hammer, we need some Hammer. Who wants some Hammer? His mama. I was talking about his mama, everything, but I meant it in a good way, because he was big,
right? And
he took it like I was talking about his mama, and he was like, "Yeah, we gonna see Redman."
Because at the time, Third Base had talked about his mom.
Yeah,
and they had some beef on the.
And I think EPMD slightly had a slight little something going on. Where's to go? Where we went somewhere, and Hammer was deep, and we had to get
Oakland. You had a genie pass.
I don't know where we was at, but Hammer was deep, and we had to get the fuck up out of here. His squad was deep too. Right. We don't play. We had Big Alvin, Tony. We had niggas that rolled. We rolled niggas out. We was rolling niggas out on the tour. But we got to Hammer time, and we heard, them niggas is way in the back. They wait. We went to the other side. We got the fuck out of there, because Hammer don't play. And at that time, them niggas was wilding back there. Them niggas was wilding for Hammer time. Yeah. And they was deep. You talking about deep. Them niggas was deep. That's why I was checking out the beef with Hammer and Jay-Z. It was supposed to be a beef with him. I was like, niggas think Hammer is a sucker. Hammer don't fucking play. Hammer don't play. He dances and he's very athletic and he'll whoop a nigga ass. For real.
With the genie pants.
And then I saw Hammer at the last ending of the MTV Ed Lover MTV.
Yo MTV.
Yeah, the Yo MTV. Remember they last special where they had all us, me, Meth, everybody
the
up
finale.
there. Yeah, the finale. And I saw Hammer there. And, you know, he said, yeah, you know where, man, I ain't like that shit about my grandma, man. I was like, yo, Hammer, man, look, you was big. I just told him, look, man, I ain't got no beef with you, my dude. I said, you an OG. I'm a young cat. I was only like 21, 22, 22. And, he already an OG. He was like, yo, man, look, man, I was just looking at it like I was giving you props, man. He was like, yo, man, he was like, he said, anyway, I like that album, though. The album is hot. So big up to fucking Hammer.
Yeah, big up to Hammer, man.
Word up, man. He don't play no games, man. But like I said, man, like beef, I'm really a kind of guy that when I see people, I believe is what you put out is what you get back and shit. So I give out good vibe, good energy where I could be places like I ain't saying no, I'm the Superman. I could be places where, cause I feel I could roam anywhere. Fuck that. I go anybody hood, yo, whatever. Hey, what's up, nigga? I could be places where a nigga could be like, yo, I'm gonna get this nigga. But then they see how I'm out there with the people and like, they like, yo, man, this nigga, hey, man, what's good, nigga? I come up to them, what's good, nigga? Oh, what's good, nigga? They like, oh, yeah, nigga. So it's just what you get back, man. It's like, yo, I don't care about the beef, man. That beef and shit, the beefing now is whack.
Yeah.
All this beef and shit now within the 2G era and all that shit is kind of whack, man. Talking over the internet, cause we ain't have all that shit back in the day. We had to see you on stage or after your show, nigga. It wasn't no talking on the phone or on the internet, sending messages or none of that shit, man. And like I say to this day, man, two of the biggest rappers in our time got murdered in our era, nigga. You know what I mean? And that's some real talk because shit was real then. You know what I'm talking about? Real bullshit until it was like, that was enough. Them two was enough.
Yeah, that pieced a lot of niggas out.
Yeah, man, that was enough.
Yo, one thing that's amazing though about your career is I don't hear about Redman getting in trouble or getting arrested or this or that. The little shit in Norway was one thing, smoking on stage. But other than that, man, like your personal, your public persona is very clean, man, and I definitely appreciate that. Yes. Man. What do you account that for, man? Solid upbringing.
I like to thank myself for that because I ain't gonna lie, I've been locked up a lot of times and shit. Especially I've been to damn near every fucking central booking area around Manhattan. I've been even over here in Brooklyn, Queens too, Jerseys too. But my shit was just in and out. Like my shit is in. All right, nobody ain't talking about that because they look at me as one of those dudes that step his legs in his pants one leg at a time like everybody else. Like, oh, Redman in here? Oh, that's what's up. It ain't blown up on the news or whatever. And I appreciate that. As far as trouble out here with these women and the internet and all that shit, man, fuck no. And, I could really talk some shit about me dodging like what could have been a part of shit that been going on. But I thank God. I thank my God upstairs for being being a real nigga that I am. First of all, I wasn't the never kind of nigga to go behind a gang of other niggas if I knew that they fucked the bitch.
Right.
I wasn't never that kind. Oh, y'all fucked her? Nah.
She's hot. Ooh.
Nah, I stay away from that. That wasn't never my MO.
That's some industry shit, right? Like, I be seeing cats running after his chick.
The same chick that everybody.
I know your shit is dirty, nigga, so.
Jigga. I'm like, man, fuck that, man. Nah. So I thank my God for that, man. Plus, I ain't stupid, man. I don't be out nowhere. I'm too busy spending time with my kids and building in the studio. So nice. I don't be at the clubs and shit. I mean, sometimes I do need to get out and show people I'm out sometimes. Because I can't even tell you what's the hottest club in Manhattan right now. Or in Jersey. Nowhere. Because I don't go. So, yeah.
What's going on with Def Jam, man? What's going on, man? We talked earlier about how you ushered in the new generation at the time of superstars and legends. And you kind of like, in a sense, was one of the cats that took the baton from LL at the time, not taking anything away from him. And you had cats now on your back. What's going on, man?
You couldn't take nothing away from L anyway.
No, you can't take nothing.
Because LL would go back in the studio and take it back.
I think they should have treated LL more better, with respect and whatever. They should have gave him like, You know, they should have just gave him more respect of like, yo, you do what you want up here. Nigga.
Take an executive position or
take
something
an
like that.
executive position. You want to drop an album, bottom line.
And it wouldn't hurt nobody if they gave him a title.
No, not at all. Not at all. Leo Cohen told me one day, like, yo, Redman, you saved Def Jam with that Muddy Waters album. I want to let you know. All right, when we wanted you to go to the right and do what everybody was doing, you went to the left and said, no, this is what they want to hear. They want to hear smoking, bitches, and this and that. And you gave them what they want, and you saved Def Jam with that album, because you definitely brought us some money up in this bitch. And he'll tell you to this day. And it's just like, back then, they knew how. Back then, Def Jam was considered the what I was told from Leor. Was it Leor? I don't want to be mistaken. But hearing the conversation from him, because I talked to him a lot, and Kevin Lyles, Def Jam was considered the mechanics of the hip hop game, which means they were the guys under the car fixing the car for the car to ride. They was dumb niggas. And in other words, they built artists. They built artists to who they are. That's what they was known for. That's what people respected them for. That's why labels wanted to be. Remember when Def Jam was on top? When everybody wanted to be Def Jam? Like, yo, Def Jam, yo, them motherfuckers, yeah, Job, we love Job. We love Columbia, yeah. But Def Jam, y'all motherfuckers was rolling. And they were known for building the artists and believing with them and putting all that effort in it and showing it within the in stores and within showing up to the open and release parties, whatever, being there, showing that support.
The reach was crazy.
So it's just like now, it's just you know,
there's no more Timberlands boots.
Well, is more of like they lost the mechanism. Am I saying it right? Mechanism. They lost the mechanism of building an artist. They fell into the realm and started following what these other labels are doing, having an artist that already have like 100,000 YouTube hits or whatever. You can't even get signed to Def Jam without that now. I think that's crazy what they was known to build for. And that was the only thing I was mad about.
100,000 in one video or collectively?
Like, you know, everybody had their beef with Def Jam. Like Meth had his beef with Def Jam. They said I had a little beef. I ain't never have no beef. I was mad at Def Jam for being the asset of that company and how they built me, and they're not continuing that same process with other people and sticking to their guns. And when I'm a part of the company, I feel I'm an asset. I'm going to speak up as a share owner. I don't get the money, but I'm talking like a share owner. Look, y'all got to get y'all fucking balls back. You got to want the labels to be like y'all again. Now, you got independent labels that look at Def Jam like, oh yeah, you over there at Def Jam? Yeah, we doing it over here. Right. You know what I mean? Independent labels that just came out 2 years ago thinking they could compete with Def Jam already. You know, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So, like, how's your relationship with them right now?
I love Def Jam.
Right.
Any beef they thought I had with them, or anybody thought I had with them outside of Def Jam, I never had a beef. I love them because they provided and what they did for the game. I can never, ever fucking forget that. They are number one in my life. But they just lost their soul on how to build an artist. Right. And I just wish, you know, they get the proper settings, get the proper staff, get the proper outfit, the proper fabric to build that back.
I read somewhere that you would even be open to being part of that team, being an executive in terms of building, getting your hands dirty, and becoming a mechanic again for Def Jam.
I want to. Yeah. I would definitely do that. I wish they would reach out for me. I wish they would reach out for me before I leave.
Oh.
Because, you know, at the pace the rap game is going now, it's like, man, you know, you already know what it is. Like, you already know the range base. You know, I'm an OG in the game right now. Before I move heavy to the left doing other shit, I'm going to squeeze some more albums out and put my dudes on and let them rock with albums and drop, you know, spontaneous albums after that, you know, at my age and at my time in this rap game. But I'm not stupid. Like my last couple of albums, I'm dropping Muddy Waters too. That's gonna be big. You know what I mean? You got fans out there that just want to hear nothing but 90s music on there, and that's what I'm gonna give them. And my whole thing right now is, where am I gonna drop that album at?
Right.
Right now. Do I want to go back to Def Jam with it? Do I want to, go through the motions of them not knowing what's going on or whatever, or too much focus over here and giving a little leeway for this? Come on, man. When I dropped that Red Gone Wild album, they dropped Redman, Ghostface Killer, and Sheek Luch in the same month.
Damn.
And they dropped Sheek Luch shit right after he got signed with no promotion.
How the fuck do you do something like that?
Crazy.
Drop 3 niggas in 1 month.
Just they treating you like a write-off right now, in a sense.
That's all it is right now. It's a quarterly meet. Okay, we got to drop somebody. What niggas we could get? Okay, these niggas now. All right, let's go. 3 niggas in 1 month? That's unheard of, with the same money for promotion. We all got the same little one. All right, you get the BET run. Go ahead, bang.
That's disrespectful.
On D, ring, bop, 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 bang. The same little major thing, then you on your own. Man, I was like, do I want to go through that shit again?
Right.
So, I don't know, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for where I might be.
Now, one of the questions that the internets have been asking is, ask Redman about the auto-tune record.
Which one?
What's the auto-tune record?
The Def Jam. Def Jammable, yeah.
Def Jammable.
I didn't think it was all that auto. I only did that to keep my ass in tune. I wasn't trying to have an auto-tune song in there. And, bottom line about that whole auto-tune thing and shit, goddamn it, Jay made the goddamn song DOA, and the album still had a piece of auto-tune on the motherfucker.
The song didn't the song have some? Didn't the song have?
All right, goddamn it, and the new Kanye West and them still got auto-tune on the goddamn album, don't they?
Yeah.
Don't they got
auto-tune?
Don't they got auto-tune on the goddamn album? On the new Kanye and Johnny Jay-Z? All right,
auto-tune is dead.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, I look at it as a part of music. That's how it's used is dead.
Right.
To win with that popish sound, that shit is dead. Didn't I just sound down like it a little bit?
Yeah, I like that shit. I like that shit.
Yo, that
was
part
like
is dead. But
shit.
How I looked at it is like, I'm a funk dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Roger Troutman dude, and that was like the talk box to me to fuck around with that. Like I wish I knew how to work that talk box, but that was when I first got on auto-tune. I thought it was funky. It was fun and funky to me. I ain't look at it as like, yeah, let me get on the auto-tune and do my thing so I can win and have a big single and win.
Let me press the cheat code.
Yeah, let me do
use the cheat code, right?
Man, yo, me and niggas like Eric Sermon.
Redman is the cheat code.
Right. Yo, so we look at it like a talk box, nigga. It was funky to us, but you don't hear it all on my shit. I don't, I don't represent that.
What are you working on right now? What's going on with
Muddy Waters 2, the
Muddy Waters
album.
2.
I'm working on that right now. I'm working on Gilla House music. We throwing it out. We trying to work on a CD to throw out 420. I'm dropping my nephew single next week. I Gotta Grind. Ready Rock. He was supposed to be up here with us today.
He did good on Friday, man.
Yeah, he did fabulous on Friday. I said that earlier, man. He opened up real big, man.
Very, very good, man.
He was supposed to be here. I think his grandfather passed, so big up to Ready Rock.
You know, big up
condolences. Yeah, definitely. But we dropping a single on him next Friday, so I'll be giving that to y'all to play. It's called On My Grind. And did y'all be playing them freestyles I put out, right? Like Sour Diesel and the Eminem joint. Y'all didn't get those?
No, we didn't get those. We didn't get those yet. Did we get them?
No, I got my phone. I am aware.
I brought my phone. I'm gonna give it right to y'all, man. I've been dropping freestyles, and I'm on my Twit too. I'm at the Real Redman on Twitter. And Funk.Gilla on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Funk.Gilla.
I heard you was looking up something at Rubber Tracks the other night.
Converse Rubber Tracks? No, they were rehearsing.
Yeah, we was rehearsing.
They were rehearsing for the show. No? That's not what
some Illuminati.
You working on some new shit right now?
Shout out to Illuminati. Shout out to my guy Ilman, yo.
Oh, you working? Oh, okay.
Big up to Ilman. He's right here in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yo, Redman, would you be willing to spit a little something, man? You know, I mean, if you don't, you don't have to, but you know.
Hold on to
I don't
your
want to
hat.
throw you.
It is a tradition.
But we got live listeners right now. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Right now. They like, yo, shout outs.
Yo, man, you know why I don't be spitting, man? Because I don't be remembering my shit, man. I mean, you could throw a beat on RC, but I don't be remembering my shit. I got too many fucking rhymes.
Some auto tune too.
Man, do anything.
Yo, Ben Hamid, you got something queued up, man?
Redman.
Yeah, give me 2
The Combat Jack
ready
Show.
to rock rough rhymes.
Redman. Internets.
Redman.
Internet.
We got Reggie in the house.
Yes, sir.
15th.
You should crown me. I'm the dopest. Nigga. Shout out to Oprah. Doc known to rock all types of cultures. Family tighter than Costa Nostra. Pop the toaster. Get back to it. Gilla House slipping? We ain't that stupid. How y'all chickens gonna fuck with a rooster? Fuck with a rooster. Hold on. You throwing the beat on? Alright, check it out.
Hip hop.
Alright, check this out. Let me see if I remember this. I said this was on IT shit. Hold on.
You want me to go first?
No. Oh, you gonna go first? Nice. I was rolling like that. Alright, check this out. I'm gonna see if I remember this. Yo, hello, I just jumped out of bed, brushed the teeth, threw the wave cap on the head, I'm heavy. I push in without Simon Says, while these featherweights like Rocky Juarez. I turn you 4 girls into 8-legged freaks, stock like your phone booth. You pay me to speak, I bring static like when 2 baby mamas meet. The pump make you jump, even make quantum leap. I put y'all to sleep like Rockabye Baby, the pickpocket of old lady at Old Navy. Redman, I'm back like fuck you, pay me. A street fighter like Baraka, you melee. Who does it better than the bricks? Call it. You couldn't mark the spot if you shot the target. Believe me, boy, I'm just getting it started. And y'all stupid like tripping over a cordless. I've been a dope nigga since swimming and falling. Your hot chicks on your block, I'm digging in all them. Damn, it feel good to see people up on it. To see who's the raw and what nigga stepped on it. I'm in your Harlem night, Black 10 and 6. The cops Calhoun and I'm hauling ass quick. When I ran, I'm guard line the needle. Cause trying to find me is like trying to find Nemo, nigga. Woo!
Yes.
I said that for Ice-T shit and shit. That's coming out too on his, big up to Ice-T, big up to Coco. They doing a little DVD and shit on Real Hip Hop.
Okay.
I think it's great. Was the add on to the hip hop community for people to check out. They interviewing MCs, telling them asking them what they think about the game and the whole nine. He got that working on. So big up to Ice-T.
Yo, Redman.
Yes.
Thank you, man. You were one of the best.
Come on.
I'm saying one of the best of all time. You know that, right? You know that you're one of the best of all time.
Whatever I could do, I was late, and I hope that I got the fulfillment of what I was supposed to do.
Nah, more than that, my dude.
That's
And
what's
anytime you want to come through, for real. Anytime you want to come through, you don't got to.
I'm supposed to come up here and DJ with homie, one of the twins and shit.
DJ Mark.
Yeah.
When is
He's out
Saturday?
here now. He's out here now.
Okay.
If I don't leave Saturday, I'll come up here. But he's on every Saturday, right?
Yes.
There you go, Redman. Once again, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Anything else you want
Jack.
to? Anything else you want to leave?
Please support us, Gilla House. We don't want to be we want to be recognized as a new crew, but we also want to be recognized as a crew that's going to continuously give you that music that's on that fine line of underground and 90s. And pretty much now too, because you know my nephew, he does the now music. He's a young cat or whatever, but just the overall, we want to be respected as dudes giving y'all good music. We don't want to be known as the dudes getting money, or the dudes with the chains, or the dudes that, you know, blah blah blah. We just want to know, oh yeah, anything coming from out that camp, we gotta listen to, because it's going to be something. That's what we want to be respected of. Big up to the Hit Squad. I want to let Hit Squad. First of all, we should have had a record out already after the hype, after the show. But DJ Scratch is doing the beat. I did the hook the other night, and I laid my verse. My verse is so hot on that bitch.
DJ Scratch was just tweeting about it.
Yeah, man. My verse is so hot on that bitch, man. And DOS Effects, K Solo, Keith Murray, EPMD. Please get y'all verse on so we can put this shit out, shoot a video, and get
Don't hold the shit up.
Exactly.
Don't hold up no progress.
Exactly.
There you go.
Big up to Meth. Big up to my city, Brick City. We still in here. We ain't going nowhere. Big up to Artifacts. Big up to Rock Nigga. Big up to Lords of the Underground, Tretch. Everybody, Naughty by Nature. Big up to the whole Jersey set. Big up to Queen Latifah. And big up to my girl, Whitney Houston. What I can tell y'all, listen, first of all, everybody knew Whitney was wild or whatever. You know, that's cool. And you know, these media motherfuckers will have something. If I hear somebody talking about Whitney in front of them, I'm gonna smack the shit out of them. I'm gonna let anybody know on the radio right now. If you're around me and you talking about Whitney around me, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. That's straight up. I ain't playing no games with that. First of all, you know, everybody knew how Whitney was, you know, but they didn't know that, you know, beyond all that, she was a very loving woman and very respectable of her city. I'm going to tell you, I have never seen anybody rep Brick City like she does. Preach! People don't know that. She comes up to me we be somewhere and, you know, I see them, I go, hey, yo, Red, yo, Whitney, what's good? Who that, Red? Brick City, you already know. I don't even be that loud. Right. Be looking around, like, yo, Whitney don't play.
She don't play.
Like, come here, girl. Come here, yeah. She be wanting, she be like, you good? I be like, I'm good. You good? You good? And it was continuous. She never changed.
Never changed.
Never changed at all, man. And you know, I look at it. I didn't really. I kind of shedded a tear because, you know, she was gone. It was a waste of talent. But man, she just did what she wanted to do, man. She lived. Yeah. And hey, man, she lived. That's the only thing I could say. She lived. So, you know, I had to shout that out, man. And another thing, don't talk about Whitney around me. Don't make no Whitney jokes, no Whitney and Bobby corny ass back in the day jokes. Because if you do around me, I'm going to smack the shit out you.
Then I'll be reading about you.
Exactly. So don't do it.
Internet's.
I mean, I'm not a violent dude. You don't hear me about me, but I don't play that. That's very, you can't talk about
Internet's. I do not want to read about Reggie in the paper. So keep it respectable about Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Once again, my man, thank you for being on the Combat Jack show featuring Dallas Penn. Dallas. Man, I'm exhausted, B.
Yeah, we was up here talking, getting it in.
I'm exhausted, B.
It does not stop. It does not stop.
You hear all this content we giving you?
Does not stop.
Do you hear all this fucking
I'm gonna
content?
let y'all know, this is one of the rawest interviews I had since 93.
Since 93. Bitches! And my wife said I can't say bitch on air.
And every interview been the lame, same term questions, man.
Happy Women's History Month.
That's right.
It's Women's History Month right now.
Right.
Official. So I can't say bitch.
Yep.
It don't stop. It don't stop, though.
It don't stop.
It don't
March
stop.
1st.
Let's take this out, man.
No, I mean,
for the whole month. We got
stars are in the building.
You can't say bitch?
I mean, my wife said I can't say bitch.
He can't say bitch.
Oh, okay.
I just can't say bitch.
I was about to say.
Wait, what can you say? Red, what percentage of your vocabulary would removing bitch take away? 20%,
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Just like my man said on the Shaq comedy special, man, it's because y'all motherfuckers don't call y'all women bitches enough. That's what it is. You need to call them a bitch when you having fun.
I was about to hit the floor button, but
he said you got to call them a bitch when you having fun. Like, hey, bitch, go get me something to eat out the kitchen, man. All right, and you got to have fun with it. That's what he said. So you know that's what I do.
You got to ease it in.
You got to call them a bitch in the bed and shit. You can't be disrespectful in the street though. Like, hey, bitch, because that's disrespectful. Yeah. But in the house, in the bed, like, bitch, go get me. What you said? I said, bitch, go get. You better stop calling me a bitch. And when they say that, you know you got it. Like, yeah, ease on to it.
Wise words.
Yo, big up to PB. Big up to Black Moon from Brooklyn. Everybody, yes. Big up to everybody in Brooklyn. Fuck that.
It don't stop.
Timberland.
It don't stop.
Big up.
Don't stop.
Polo
out there.
It don't stop.
It don't stop.
Take us out of here, Dallas.
Listen, the stars are in the building.
Yes.
All right. Again, just beams of light rotating. It does not stop.
Yeah.
I'm in the best seat in the house. Internet's
Dallas.
The Combat Jack Show.
Featuring
PNC
Dallas
Radio. Cheer.
All right. Anybody got shout outs? Ben Hameen, I know you got your shout outs.
Yeah, real quick. Shout out to Breezy the Kid. He made it through that court situation today. Nice. Shout out to my man Kaya Allah down in the VI. And Red, I just want to tell you, I met I don't know if you know him, DJ Groove Rider. He's out of London. He's a really big, super big drum and bass DJ, like the king of drum and bass. You know what I mean? He's up there with Ronnie Size and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was, basically locked up with him for a minute. But anyway, he told me that Muddy Waters is his favorite hip hop album of all time, and he's an old school cat. Goes back to PSK and all that shit.
Nice.
And he's like of all time Muddy Waters. That's it.
That's what's up, man. Tell him to get me something on the drum and bass, man.
Word, I will.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Make that connect.
Yeah.
Make that connect.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes.
One of my favorite shows.
Clifton Bell.
one of my favorite shows of all time. Peace to our cool friend Redman. And
how did it feel smoking on the deck with Redman?
I mean, it was great. Smoking always feels
we
good.
Brings people together.
Yes.
And continue to follow me on Twitter. MATTRAZ.
Right. Yo, last week I saw Matt Raz building with Razcast.
Nice. Razcast, my dick. Yo, big up to Razcast.
Internets, Combat Jack saw a ripple in the time space continuum.
Hey, yo, I want to let everybody,
I was there.
Yo, my favorite show on cable right now for the last 2 seasons is Eastbound and Down.
Yes, sir. Kenny Powers.
If you don't watch Eastbound and Down, you ain't seen it from the first fucking series, from the first episodes, man, you need to get on it by the DVD, by the first season, the second season, and they playing the third season now on HBO. Please tune in. Kenny Powers is a fucking nut. That's my best favorite show in a long fucking time.
I would love to
man.
see you on that show, man.
Yo, I would love. Yo,
I would love to see you.
You heard it, nigga. I'm supposed to be on there, nigga. Yo, I hope they do a 4th season because I would just love to be a part of that.
Let's get a
Pat, if you play baseball, what position would you play?
Oh man, shit! I had to play outfield because I be high. I couldn't fuck with that pitcher and trying to be on first place. Like, I played baseball when I was young and shit, and they made me the catcher. That shit was hard as hell, stooping down the whole game and shit. Like, who does that? Who can do that? You gotta be strong as hell to be doing that shit. I was on my one knee half the time and shit, catching the ball. Then I catch it, I try to throw it, I throw it past the base because I'm so tired. I quit that shit. Quit it quick as hell. I knew sports wasn't in my blood, brother.
There you go. Hey, King.
Another one in the books. PNCRadio.fm, the Combat Jack Show. Reggie Noble, a.k.a. Funk Doctor.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This, in my top 3 of all time. I'm not just saying that because you right here. Pun is in that. Redman is in that.
Ooh, he said pun.
You know what I'm saying?
That first album of Pun?
Stupid.
Ooh.
And that second album wasn't even supposed to be how it was presented. People don't know that. It's because he passed away.
Yeah, he was done.
You know what I mean? Those are the joints that he recorded up to that time. You know what I mean? But salutes to Redman, the whole Brick City.
Salutes.
A lot of history, man.
Salutes.
Yes,
Crazy.
yes.
Salutes. Shout out to the Combat Jack Show featuring
Don't
Dallas.
stop.
Shout out
Salute.
to Combat Jack.
Shout out to New Era, too, man.
Shout out to Combat Jack for being so fucking professional and being 100%, you know, and knowing how to run a organization that is actually contributing towards the hip hop movement and not deteriorating it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I can appreciate you doing that, man. And like I said, man, this is one of the realest interviews I had since the 90s, man. And I appreciate the questions and the vibe and the striped beer and the smoking on the deck. That it felt 90-ish up in here, man, with that vibe. Cause y'all gotta understand, in the 90s, we didn't have the internet. In order for us to see us, you had to come out to the in-stores. You had to shake our hands. You had to shake people's hands to get where you had to go in the 90s. It wasn't no text over the email. Twitter. It wasn't none of that shit. We ain't have none of that. You had to meet people back then. So I can appreciate that up here, man.
Respect, man. Listen, I'm not gonna keep y'all anymore. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
Dream them dreams, man up and live them dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in technicolor and surround sound. Blah.
Internets.